Hello everyone, and welcome to Caroline's Craftery, and welcome to challenge number 4, beads, buttons, and bows. This challenge is over on my Facebook group. There is a link below. So I did up this tag with beads, buttons, and bows. So the back is just like this here. It's all hand stitched. Person could cover the back with something, but I kind of like all the stitching. It just kind of gives it lots of character. So I'm going to make another one, and I'm going to show you what I did. Now, this one here, I haven't done the ends, but I've done a tutorial on how I make these, which I will put a link below so you can see them. And as I say, it is all hand stitched. So I've got a pink tag here. The back is all finished, kind of. Like I say, I like that stitching. I've dug out a bunch of stuff that was in my, I guess kind of in my junk pile. I have a container that I throw all my bits and pieces in. So I'm going to start with this here because I want to stitch these. And these were something I got in a bag. They were just pieces of old jewelry and they kind of match, so I'm going to use those. I've got a needle and thread, and I'm going to actually stitch them onto the bottom of this bow. It's better than gluing them, I think. Although I did put some glue in the bow so it wouldn't come undone. And now it is a little harder to get the needle in. Better do this the other way. Okay, let's get this in here. I'm going to leave my end so I can tie it. Now I hope the needle goes through these. Okay, I'm going to go through the second link on the chain, just because that first one might be a little bit of a space, and being that we're only using thread, I don't want it to be come off through the link itself. So let's get that tied up there. Let's go back through those again just to make sure that they're a little bit sturdy. Okay. I want to make sure that they're going to lay kind of flat. Okay, let's tie this up. Just going to tie it in a knot, and then there'll be glue on the back, so we won't have to worry about it coming undone. And I don't care if the chain is a little bit kinked or not. Hopefully I was in camera there. Okay. So there is this part. That's going to be my bead part. And then when it hangs, those are going to just hang down like so. So I've got a bunch of goodies. This was a piece of material somebody gave me. There's about 6 butterflies on it, and it's backed with like an interfacing. And I just fussy cut that out of the fabric. I've got a whole bunch of other little goodies that I found. So I'm going to, this is going to go there. Put a little glue on there. I'm okay if the edges and stuff stick up. I'm just adding the bits of fabric just to give it a little more character. And that is going to go right like that. Let's put some glue around here and down. kind of putting the glue on the thick parts of this. I'm not going to glue the whole thing down. Let's put that right there. And I'm going to put a button on top of there. Now I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the button because I want it to be still when I punch my holes and do that. So that'll just kind of keep it there. And I'm not sure where else. I got the butterfly to go on. Maybe we'll do the butterfly there and put this piece over here on this pink. Or down here. How about we go half and half, because I don't know if I should put it there or there. So we'll just compromise and do halfway. I hope you will check out my Facebook group. Every 2 weeks I've been putting on another challenge. And then I do like a random comment picker on it, I kind of give everybody a number, I guess. And then, yeah, and then the person wins a little something. It might be a digital kit, it might be, I might send something via snail mail. But yeah, just something a little fun to do. Now let's put another button on top of that. And I'm going to stitch these buttons down. I'm going to just do a knot that I can see on the top. But again, the same thing, I want that button to stay in place while I'm going to stitch it on. A little bit of glue goes a long ways. Okay. Now let's, I think, just like that. I try to do the challenges with stuff that people have. I mean, I don't know what everybody has, so I'm just using common items, I guess. And then, but simple items, like the beads, the buttons, and the bows. I mean, you can make a bow from pretty much anything. Okay, this is going to be up on the center here. So let's glue that down. Yeah, we've done something clear. So basically just anything you can see through, such as acetate, etc. And then this one, the first one was to find something from outside, whether it be a branch, a rock, a leaf, anything like that. That's looking pretty good. I mean, these tags are okay just the way they are, and I'll quite often just put them in a pocket, just add something on the top, because with all the stitching and stuff on them, they're more than okay just the way they are. But sometimes it's nice to just decorate them up. I'm going to put that little rose there, and the reason I'm going to put it there is because it was left over from another project, and I thought I'd use up stuff out of my little junk container because it's getting full, really full. I like to quite often use it when I'm going to do little collage bits and pieces. So now that is going to go right underneath. So I want quite a bit of glue on this because there is a bit of weight with those beads hanging there. And that is going to go right at the bottom of the little rose thing. I want to keep this pushed down a little bit because I want that glue to catch a little bit. Okay, so actually let's put this on. That's going to hold that while I stitch those two buttons on. Now, I find it really hard to punch the needle through, so I'm going to take, this is just a piece of foam, and I'm going to take my handy dandy little poker, which is just a sewing needle inside of a cork, and I use this for my pin stitching to poke the holes, and that's what I've used to do all the stitching, is I use this. And I'm just going to poke a hole down each of those holes in the buttons. Makes it so much easier to stitch. And I'm going to start at the top because I want to tie a knot at the top, just to give it a little bit of extra decoration and dimension. And now I'm just going to tie a knot, plus it'll help hold the button on there. Oops. Let's get rid of the foamy so I can work a little better. Okay, I usually do 3 knots. I find that 2, sometimes they just come undone, but 3 they never do. You can always put a drop of glue on the top of your knot. Just cut that off. All of the knots on the back, I've put a little dab of glue and then cut them short. The glue just stops them from coming undone. Okay, let's do this one here. And this way I know exactly where my needle needs to go because my hole is there. Let's tie this one up. There's one. There is 2. And there is 3. Now, if you want to follow along with this challenge and you want to post a video, please let me know. And I am using the hashtag cctchallenge. You'll be able to see that in the description. And let me know that you're going to be doing a video of your challenge, and I'll put a link in the description box, and we'll get people hopping around from channel to channel, and it'll be fun. So there is that. Let's just trim these off, just kind of at the edge of the tag. I'll save those and put them in my little jar. So there we have a cute little tag. I actually like those beads on the chain. So if you put it into a pocket, do I have a piece of paper? I've got this here. So if you're putting it in a pocket, you could leave those hanging on the outside of the pocket, just to give it a little bit of cute decoration on the page. But there is 2 tags for my challenge on my Facebook group using beads, buttons, and bows. I hope you like it, and as I say, if you want to do a video on your challenges from my group, just let me know and I'll add a link in my description and stuff. And anybody doing the challenge could do the same by putting everybody's link in their description. So we'll see you soon, and thanks for watching. Bye.